Hi everyone! Today we're going to be doing another makeup video. I put up a poll on my channel and this is what you asked for, so this is what you're going to get. Going to be a date night makeup look, and I also spent the whole day with my cat, so I figured what better way to get ready than to get ready with me and my cat. So if you're interested in watching me do my makeup, this is going to be less of a tutorial and more of a let's talk while I do my makeup. So yeah. So if you have been watching my makeup tutorials, you'll know that when I do an eye look, I like to start with concealer on my eyelids, and just not like an insane amount. I love the idea that my tutorial would start with me being like, alright, take an insane amount of concealer. No. Just enough to prime the eyelids so that the makeup shows up better. A lot of people are just like, oh, I'll just put makeup on. Like, okay, I know a lot of trans women in particular that are just like, it's just makeup, what could be hard about it? But like, if you just like put some eyeshadow on your face and let's say you have really dry skin, it'll just kind of like flake off, you know? So one of the advantages of priming is you prevent that problem before it even starts, because you have an adhesive for the product to stick to. Does that make sense? So we have a new makeup palette today, and I'm really excited. Huda Beauty, it was a gift. And we're going to instinctively choose. I finally found what I was looking for, and it was right underneath me, as always. So we're gonna start by dusting off the eyeshadow brush before we go in. And I like to start with the light color, because you need a lot of light to make up for a little bit of dark colors when you are blending an eyeshadow look together. So we're gonna go into Libra. My boyfriend's a Libra. It has nothing to do with why I'm doing Libra, okay? Haters, back off. Something I'll never understand. Well, actually, I do understand it because it gets attention, but the people who spend all their energy responding to haters, like, I have a fair number of my own haters, and I'm a tiny channel, so I can only imagine how big, like, creators, how much hate they get, and I will never understand dedicating your time and energy to that. I don't mean that in a condescending way. I actually kind of admire their tenacity. I just wouldn't be able to do it myself. It just seems very hard. Don't get me wrong, I haven't tried. Maybe it's not honey. But that's the idea of a Libra, right? Weighing the balance of it all. I hate when people dunk on astrology and it's just like, oh, so you believe that when you were born dictates everything about your life. And it's like, no, I don't believe that. People immediately like try to misrepresent everything. You know, believe it or not, there are reasonable people everywhere. You just gotta look. Like, for me, astrology isn't that serious. I don't believe those horoscope apps that are like, today a big change will occur. You know, I don't care. But what I do care about is things that people are passionate about. And a lot of the people in my life are passionate about astrology, and I see the appeal, you know? If you'll notice, I haven't actually said anything about astrology on my channel because I don't have a lot to say about it. That's the truth. I don't have anything to say about it beyond what's been said. I don't really worship it like people seem to think people who buy into it do. Like, people are like, oh, well, you worship Google. It's like, no, I don't. I just live in a society. People are weird. They're always trying to misrepresent, like, an issue. So the base of our makeup look is Libra, and we're gonna just build from there. So now I'm going to go into Cosmic. It's like a shimmery pink. So my boyfriend's favorite color is teal. So we're gonna maneuver teal into this look. And if it turns out, it turns out. If it don't, it don't, you know? That's the beauty of makeup. People are like, well, I wish I could do my makeup like you, but I'm afraid of messing up. And it's like, don't be afraid to mess up. You can't take yourself so seriously that you expect yourself to not mess up. Sometimes I'm not happy with what I make. So you know what I do? I take it off and I start over. I do that on some of these makeup tutorials on here. You know? That's something you have to learn as a small creator. You have to learn how to pick yourself up after a disappointment. I think that's something I have really gotten good at. Now I'm going to go into the color Haze over here, this light teal. We're going to paint a wing. A teal wing. Would you look at that? You know, I gotta say, the pigment on this eyeshadow palette is pretty good. I'm impressed by Huda Beauty. I was tempted to come on here with a cake and make a joke like, alright, are you ready for me to start mukbangs? But I didn't want to make that joke. It's too real. Look, I don't want to judge, so I'm not gonna. But I will say there are a lot of people on this platform that put a lot less effort into their content than me. But they see a lot of reward for it. And I think part of the reason why they don't stop is because they know that the way YouTube works is if you see success doing one thing, and you stop doing that thing, bam. Like, don't get me wrong, you can diversify your content, but it's not going to get the same views, or it's not going to succeed as much as the content that you got big doing. That's all I'm saying. And if your job is social media, it doesn't matter what you like doing. It doesn't even matter how high quality your content is. Is it content that people want to see? Or, now here's the weird part, is it content that YouTube cares about? YouTube will push some content that have certain people's names in the titles even. That's how some people's channels blow up. I've thought about doing more videos like that, you know? For the sake of my channel, it would probably be a good thing, but I don't think it would be a good thing for me as a person. If that makes sense. It's not as easy as it looks doing what I'm doing. Trying to create something out of nothing. I've been referring to myself as an alchemist lately, affectionately, because I've been trying to create something out of nothing. And I've been succeeding, and I'm really proud of that. But, you know, you've got to take those little victories. I'm going into the dark shade now, Mercury, and we're going to be very sparing with this. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to get pigment to show up properly. But this is a decent palette, I gotta say. What a beauty. This shows up well. Gotta say. Alright, this is a bit more ambitious than I initially thought it was gonna be. I was like, yeah, this is just gonna be like a regular ass makeup look. Nope. Okay, this is too much teal already, but now we're gonna go into the phase of the look where we try to clean it up. We're going back in with the light pink. Highlighting. We're re-pinkifying. Letting the pink have an official fight against the encroaching teal. I like to blend the blue and pink as much as I can because I really like the way they blend together. And then we're gonna go we're actually gonna use this other palette. Go into Momentum. It's like a neutral. Start doing our Mickey Mouse carving. With eyeshadow looks this complex, I have a tendency to need to clean them up. And one of the best ways to do that is to kind of do a paint by numbers thing, where as you do each color, you paint over the mistakes and you color in the lines or out the lines, depending. And I really like the effect it has when you take a neutral color and you just accentuate the existing shape. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy with how the eyeshadow looks. I'm gonna put this brush away, otherwise this look will never end. Sometimes you have to accept when something's done. And that doesn't mean that you can't come back to it later. Now, we're gonna do some pencil eyeliner. So I'm just gonna do the outer half of my eyes with the pencil. This is an old trick of mine. A lot of my followers like eyeliner looks, but they don't like doing liquid eyeliner. And if you ever want to do an understated eye look, I just call it a fake smoky eye. And if you mess up the eyeliner, you just take your finger and you use it to smoke it out. It's very easy. This thing is, it comes with a little tool that you can do that. So, I can't teach you how to be good at liquid eyeliner, unfortunately. You can just watch how I do it. I do it in little strokes. And as soon as you make a mistake, just build over it. Alright. Happy with how that came. If you'll see, I had a little mistake there, and I just drew over it. So normally I like the wings to be a little bit more edgy, but they're like round and cute, and I really like it. So I'm going to keep it this way. Alright, this is going to come out, I think. Now, I'm going to do my concealer. Well, first I'm going to go wash my hands. Before you do your concealer, hands are washed and we are ready. So we're going to go in with our Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. And we are just going to paint around the under eyes. When my boyfriend did my makeup, he thought that eyeshadow went under the eyes, which is a common mistake. Most people don't know how important the under eye is in making somebody look less like sickly or dead. Like, no, this is not, if you have bags like me, this is not any shade to you, but most of the time when people see people like me without makeup, they're just like, oh, are you okay? You know, it's fine, you know, like I'm fine, but if you're used to seeing somebody without bags and you see them with bags, they assume you're sick. So, a lot of people, they're filming next to a street. It never ends. And if I try to do music, which I do because I am a Spotify artist, hashtag I hope you follow me on Spotify besties, I have 30 followers, which is crazy. I love it. And I think that's pretty good for a musician that had to record right next to a street. And if you listen real hard in my album, yes, you can hear shit in the background. I tried so hard to prevent that, but ultimately, part of the creative process for me was learning to accept the things that I can and the things that I can't control. One thing that I can control is the amount of things I try and the amount of things I do. One thing I can't control is how well they turn out. You know? And I think the people who are married to the idea of everything they do being a slam dunk have trouble doing because they're afraid that what they're doing will never be enough. So normally I contour. I'm not going to today because I'm feeling my pixie life. So we're going to go in with this really light pink blush, the lightest color I have. And we're going to go a little heavier than usual. With blush, always brush out and don't go too far forward on the face. You can always add more. Oh yeah, that's a cute color. Just added a little color to my face. And I used a little bit more than I normally do because I'm just, in a cute mood. Now I'm going to add my highlight. And I'm also going to add a little bit. I'm almost out of the highlight, so I'm just going to use the rest on the eyeshadow. I love these little highlight sticks. Nobody uses them or talks about them, but you can use them to really transform your makeup look. Perfect. Now, the most important part of the process is setting. Set the foundation. Set your makeup. If you don't, you'll look weird. No offense. It's okay to look weird. But if you're going to pay a bunch of money and wear a bunch of makeup and not set it, you're wasting your money. It's just that simple. You are better off not wearing makeup, in my opinion, than wearing it and not wearing it properly, if that makes sense. Like, you can say, yeah, well, the makeup gives me confidence. It's like, yes, but if you're wearing it improperly, it's just going to come off. So halfway through the day, you're going to have a half-baked face of makeup, and I don't think that's going to make you feel that confident. And everyone's like, oh, but it's too complicated. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. You just got to make sure you get one of these translucent powders, a big brush, and whenever you use liquid, make sure that you set it. Perfect. Now, where did I put my lip? There it is. Lips is just going with my go-to lipstick today. Everybody should find a lip color lipstick that makes them feel confident. All right. Now, this is the completed makeup look. And now we're going to do my hair real quick. So I like to do half up. So I'll keep one side in the braid. And then if you keep your hair in a tight braid after you if you've seen any of my videos, it'll show you how to get it like this. But you can get a nice little natural curl going. And I really like the way it looks, blending a braid into the natural curl. Not everybody does, but that's the thing, right? Do what you like. So, this is the complete look. I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see here, this is going to be for my date night. We're wearing Libra and like a dark teal mixture eyeshadow, nice neutral strong lip with emphasis on the eyes and half up hair. I want it to look nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more like it, please hit that notification bell, please comment, please subscribe, and let me know. I'm a pretty small YouTuber, but I have been really, really, really happy to see how many people have been commenting lately, so let me know if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.